In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum to all. Welcome to Virtual Learning System of Pakistan International School Type. Dear students, today we are going to start unit number 10, the Earth in Space. This is your science book. Open your book and come on page number 59. Unit number 10, the Earth in Space. Earth is the third planet. You already know a lot about Earth because Earth is a planet where we live. Although it is the largest to other planets, but the Earth is far, far smaller than others. The Earth has so much water, so that's why it is called blue planet. The Earth has so much water, so that's why it is called blue planet. Here you see the image. 8 planets, Earth in space. Here is an 8 planet revolve around the sun. And our planet Earth is also revolve around the sun. So students, when you move in a car or train, sometimes it seems that the house, trees and shops on the side of the road are moving backward. As you move forward, do they really move? No, it is your car which is moving. So another example of this movement is merry-go-round, right? When you ride on a merry-go-round, you keep moving in a circle, but you feel as if other people who are standing on the ground are also moving with you. So similarly, we observe that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So dear students, here you see the image of axis, North Pole, South Pole. The axis is the imaginary line on which the Earth spins rounds through the center of the Earth from the North Pole to South Pole. The axis is the imaginary line on which the Earth spins. It runs through the center of the Earth from the North Pole to South Pole. How the Earth moves? This is an axis point. An axis is the imaginary line on which the Earth spins. It runs through the center of the Earth from the North Pole to South Pole. So your Earth moves like this. The Earth is having 2 types of motion. The Earth has 2 types of movement or motions. Both of the movement cause interesting changes on Earth. One is rotation and other called revolution. One is rotation and the other called revolution. The Earth is having 2 types of motions. Number 1, rotation, other is revolution. How long does it take for the Earth to rotate about its own axis? How long does it take? Means the Earth takes for to rotate about its own axis. How much time? 24 hours. It means 1 day. The Earth spins just like a top on its axis. See, this is the rotation point. See, this is a movement of rotation. The earth spins just like a top on its axis. Here is the imaginary line on its axis from North Pole to South Pole. On its axis in an anti-clockwise direction. See? This movement is called rotation. The rotation of the earth on its axis causes day and night. The rotation of the earth causes day and night. Here you just keep remember the movement of earth has two types. One is rotation, other is revolution. And rotation, the earth spins just like a top on its axis in an anti-clockwise direction. Here is the dotted line. This is called the axis. Imaginary line called axis, and the earth rotates from north to south pole. So this movement is called rotation. I hope you understand this type of rotation of earth called rotation. See, this type of rotation called, this type of movement called rotation. How long does it take the earth to orbit the sun? It takes a year or 365 days. When the earth takes to orbit the sun, so it takes a year. It means 365 days. As the earth spins on its axis, see the movement? See. As the earth spins on its axis, it also moves around the sun. And this movement is called revolution. Revolution is a movement in which an object moves around another object. The earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolves around the earth in a fixed path called orbit. And the earth completes one orbit around the sun in approximately 365 days. And this period is called a year. See, the earth revolves around the sun. It completes one round in 1 year. See, the earth completes its one round around the sun. So 1 year complete. When the earth go around the sun, and when the earth completes its one round and it takes 365 days, it means 1 year. See, also here the earth move, and when the earth completes its one round, so the 1 year complete. Again, see, when the earth complete its one round, so the 1 year complete. Day and night. The next topic is day and night. At the time when the earth rotates on its axis cause day and night. At any time only half of the earth is in sunlight. Half of the earth is in sunlight. The other half is in shadow. So the part which faces the sun, see the part which faces away from the sun is having night, and the part which faces the sun is having daytime. Here is the daytime and here is the nighttime. This is the daytime and this is the nighttime. When the part of the earth faces the sun, so this part we call, here is the day, and the part is away from the sun, so this part we call night. Before we discuss the formation of day and night, we must recall some basic about the rotation of the earth. The earth, see, the earth rotates on its axis around the sun, and the section facing the sun, this part, will have daylight, and the section facing away from the sun will be in darkness. So one half of the earth is always experiencing day, while the other half is experiencing night. One half of the earth is always experiencing day, and the other half is experiencing night. See here, the earth spins on its axis once every 24 hours. When the earth, this part faces the sun, this is the sunlight, here is the day, and this part is away from the sun, so that's why here is the night. And our earth spins from North Pole to South Pole, 23.5 degree. You must be remember. The degree of spinning of the earth is 23.5 degree. Again, here you see this part is face the sunlight. Here is the day, and this part is away from the sunlight, so that's why here is the night. Here again I explain, the earth is having two types of motion. One called rotation, other is revolution. Keep remember. Two types, one called rotation, other called revolution. How long does it take for the earth to rotate about its own axis? 24 hours. If anyone asks you that the earth takes how much time to rotate on its axis, you must know that 24 hours or one whole day. A rotation, the movement of rotation is totally different from the movement of revolution. In rotation, the earth spins just like a top on its axis. Here is an imaginary line called axis, and the earth moves from North Pole to South Pole. See, here is an imaginary line called axis. So the earth spins just like a top on its axis in an anti-clockwise direction. So this movement is called rotation. This movement is called rotation. This movement is called rotation. Keep remember. And how long does it take the earth to orbit the sun? 365 days, or it takes a year. One complete year to take the earth to orbit the sun. And what is the orbit? Orbit is the path where the earth moves. See, here the earth go around the sun, and this path called orbit. And when the earth complete one round, so it takes 365 days. It means one complete year. See here, this path called orbit. This path called orbit, where the earth take or complete one round, so this path called orbit. And when the Earth completes its one round, so it takes 365 days or 1 year. Here again you see this path called orbit, where the Earth moves day and night. This part of the Earth faces the sun, so that's why here is the day. And this part is away from the sunlight, so that's why here is the night. Day and night, as Earth rotates on its axis around the sun, the section facing the sun will have daylight, and the section facing away from the sun will be in darkness, experiencing night. See here, this part is facing the sun, so that's why here is the day. But this part is away from the sunlight, so that's why here is the night. So one half of the Earth is always experiencing day, and while the other half is experiencing night. Keep remember. Again here you see, here is the daytime and here is the night time. This part of the Earth faces the sunlight, and this part of the Earth is away from the sunlight. So that's why here is the day and here is the night. The Earth spins on its axis once every 24 hours. After some time, this part comes from this side and this part comes from this side. So here is the day and here is the night. So the Earth spins on its axis once every 24 hours. For example, here is the India and here is the United States. So in India is a daytime, and in United States or USA is there is nighttime. And when this part of the Earth come in that side, so here is the in USA is the day and India has night. So dear students, I hope you understand these topics. Inshallah, next topic we will complete in next lecture. So best of luck.